Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Tuesday, December 19th, around 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. The eruption on Iceland has stabilized and has reduced to just about 1,000 meters along 3 vents. It is too early to determine when or if this volcano will end soon. As the crazy flooding continues in Maine, it's insane. Keep calm, it's boom time. Northeast storm kills at least 4, outages widespread, and flights they were grounded, and rivers continue to rise with widespread power outages remaining after the deadly East Coast storm. Take a look at some of the footage here that we showed you at the beginning. This is the Androscoggin River absolutely crushing it and probably causing major erosion. Take a look at this. This is around Sunday River Resort right here. Crazy amount of water there. Now, some places got upwards of 5 and 6 inches of rain. And earlier today, the power outages were still significant, 391,000 up in Maine. This was hours ago. Let's refresh it and see. Well, they've got a few more people with power back, but still 331,000 out of 800,000 or so customers total. So major power outages still an issue in Maine, as well as washed out bridges and many other things. New Mexico ski resorts buried by 2.5 feet of snow, and 8 inches of snow fell in parts of greater Cleveland, of all places. Additional snow will cushion Anchorage's record snowfall for the year. And let's take a look at the snow that came out of the system that flooded out Maine. There was a clipper on the back here, so some lake effect snow looks like 8 to 10 inches in many areas from Cleveland to Buffalo and along the West Virginia spine there of the Appalachians, 8 inches for a large area. More snow is coming and no one is bumming. Second storm is set to arrive in California, sparing flood and snow advisories. Flooding lingers in the Northeast with heavy rain coming to California. Widespread minor to moderate river and aerial flooding will continue across portions of the Northeast through today due to heavy rainfall from the coastal storm. A series of Pacific storms will impact the West Coast through much of the week with gusty winds, areas of heavy and excessive rainfall forecast over coastal Southern California, and some mountain snow. This is the latest GFS model showing where snow will fall between now and Christmas Day. So that means you will have a white Christmas if you're in the blue. But let's walk it through, shall we? Wednesday, December 20th into Thursday. A little snow moving down the Sierra spine there. 10, maybe a foot of snow in some of the higher elevations. Here is Thursday through Friday, December 22nd. Saturday, Christmas Eve, that snow will start to move into the Four Corners region on the 23rd. It will be snowing in the Four Corners. And the 24th, take a look at that. Here is Christmas Eve. Christmas morning, a major snowstorm moving up through North and South Dakota. Say it ain't so. Minnesota, too, is going to pick it up as we move towards the new year. There is the snowfall through December 29th. UK snow, 1,000-mile Arctic cyclone to bring -9C Scandinavian ice plume with threat of Christmas snow blanket. Whew, say that 5 times fast. It certainly is going to be cold up in the north, and that's where the models are showing there could be some heavy snow up in northern UK. Hey. But take a look at the Alps. The Alps are literally going to be tilting here. It looks like 4, 5, 6 feet of snow in these white regions. So heads up, and that's through the 29th. Seismic update, no quakes of note. Most recent quake kicking off here in Indonesia at 177 kilometers below the surface. Could be a bigger quake showing up on the surface there. A few interesting quakes across the U.S., most of them frac quakes. Take a look at this, 3.8 in Colorado. That almost never happens. Now, that brings us to the big story, Reykjanes eruption. The eruption rapidly decreased in strength after it spread to about 4 kilometers And the worst case scenario is not likely. But interestingly enough, 2 volcanoes raising the alert levels, including Raung in East Java, Indonesia. Wow. What just happened there? And Liwatobi volcano in Flores, Indonesia, with elevated seismic activity. Alert levels have been raised to level 2. Reykjanes volcano fountains shrank into a chain of 5 vents as the eruption began to stabilize. And it looks like at Kanaga in Alaska, a small explosion was detected. So let's get to some of the details on the Reykjanes eruption. The activity at the eruption site, dubbed Sundhungskigar, continues at reduced levels. The lava fountaining eruption at the 3.5-kilometer-long fissure has restricted from the whole-length fountaining at the initial phase to only 5 eruptive vents, and that has shrunk, I believe, to 3. But the Icelandic Weather Agency is warning there could be a short warning window if new vents open along the fissure complex. While scientists say the volcano erupting on Iceland's Reykjanes Peninsula is starting to diminish, that doesn't mean the risk is over. There are currently 3 vents of lava pushing through a crack that's 2 miles long, according to the Met. It warned Tuesday that more vents could still open up along the original fissure, as well as further north or south. The volcano has erupted 1.8 miles away from the town of Grindavik, an area where residents were evacuated from their homes earlier this year. The IMO said there were about 90 minutes between the first indicators and the start of the eruption, and very little warning. Here we see a map showing the extent of the lava flow so far. Green is roads, and red are lava barriers. So they're hoping these barriers prevent the lava from reaching the Blue Lagoon and the geothermal plant, and there are lots of barriers in between. You can see that they were able to put up. This red line here is where the fissure is, and most of the eruption is now where the initial eruption began yesterday. So let's see what else we can show you here. I have a model of what the lava could potentially do between now and December 25th, Christmas. And by December 25th, some of the lava could reach that barrier and block off Grindavik Road. We'll just fast forward this here for you. And you can see this is the biggest worry that they have. If the lava reaches the road, then this whole section, this whole road will be cut off until the end of the eruption. Or they could probably make a loop-de-loop around, I would imagine, wouldn't you? All these were posted up on Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave all throughout the day. Most of the news we talk about goes up there first. You can see this is where the eruption began here. A flurry of seismic activity as the earth cracked open in Iceland. Seismicity has all but stopped. And the eruption is continuing, albeit at reduced levels. I believe this is a new fissure here that has just opened up. So this is obviously an ongoing event. All the links will be below. An ancient inscribed brick contains evidence of mysterious magnetic anomaly, according to scientists. In a new paper being released yesterday, exploring geomagnetic variations in ancient Mesopotamia, an archaeomagnetic study has found that there was a curious spike in the magnetic field during the Levantine Iron Age. Very interesting. Now, bad news. Humans may be fueling global warming by breathing, according to a new study. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Oh, my goodness. Challenging all assumptions, the Earth's inner core has an 8.5-year rhythm. Researchers from China have confirmed the existence of an approximately 8.5-year inner core wobble, which they coined the ICW. In both polar motion and length of day variations, revealing a static tilt of about 0.17 degrees between the Earth's inner core and the mantle, challenging traditional assumptions and providing insights into the Earth's internal dynamics and density distribution. Looks more like an egg, doesn't it? Take a look. Delicious. All the links will be below. How many times has the sun traveled around the Milky Way? Well, no one really knows, but our solar system has been orbiting the Milky Way's center for 4.6 billion years or so. It's hard to pin down exactly how many trips our galaxy, our sun, has made during that time. But using simple math can reveal how long it currently takes for the solar system to traverse our galaxy. And we're moving fast. The sun and the rest of the solar system is currently traveling through our galaxy at an astonishing 448,000 miles per hour, according to live science sister site space.com. This seems incredibly fast, but some stars in the Milky Way, known as hypervelocity stars, traverse the galaxy at up to 5.1 million miles per hour. Now, at the sun's current speed, it takes around 230 million years for our home star to complete one trip around the Milky Way. That's longer than the dinosaurs walked the Earth and more than 750 times longer than Homo sapiens have existed. Fascinating stuff. If you're interested in that, this article will be linked below. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. Welcome to the new 30 subscribers from yesterday. We appreciate you. Please share this video and be safe. We love you. And that's a boom.